Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So, somebody on my channel suggested that I find this bear head here and put it on this guy here and make this figure here. So that's what we're here for today, is we're going to try this out. So I bought the Iron Man that has it, and we'll see how this works. So let me go ahead and get my YouTube up on my iPad. So I can see your guys' comments. Juan Solo, thanks for joining us from Puerto Rico. And I'm going to hide this behind the book here. You know what? I'll leave this book out for a little bit longer while this joins so they can see what we're doing. Needs a more wolf head. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see how it comes out looking. Now, it does tell us here how it was originally made. And it says the illustration of the large red beast-like creature above is one of the earliest illustrations of Beastman. As one can see from this piece, the concept for the character was based on a bear rather than a chimpanzee. The look was deemed too close to that of Wookiees from Star Wars, and so the bear elements were considerably toned down. The armor changed prior to final design, but certain distinctive elements were kept. Let's see. The spikes on the shoulder were shortened and became part of Beastman's body armor. Also, carefully examination of Beastman's action figure reveals the spike gloves from the illustration were actually retained in the final sculpt. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Hey, Imperial, thanks for joining us. Hey, Mike V, thanks for being here. Jason, thanks for joining us. Figure Motion 23, thanks for being here. Gnomesky, thanks for being here. So, let's see how this works. I forget who it was. Mike, was it you that had the idea of using this bear head? I don't know who it was. Somebody contacted me either on Facebook or YouTube and said, hey, what about? And I'm like, hey, that's a good idea. So that is why I went and purchased. Now, hopefully the head will attach. I'm a little afraid it might need a piece in between, so we will see together. And this might be a complete video, and it might have to be a continuation. Let me seal my book back in its plastic bag. Let's go ahead and move this piece of black paper out of the way. Now, on a side note, it was really cool. Somebody contacted me, and they liked these cool jump jets so much. They said, Hebrew, I'll give you $100 for them. I'm like, dude, that is amazing. So that's so cool. He said he wants to support the channel and help out. And I'm like, $100, it's yours. So I was pretty happy about that today. I haven't actually checked my computer all day long. It's been one of those days where you just get too busy. So I just recently checked it like 15 minutes ago. I still haven't checked the comments from YouTube, but I did check some stuff on Facebook that I had sent to me. All right. So first order of business is getting this head off. And you know what? I can already see something's not right because I don't think that bear's head's going to connect without the middle piece in between. We will have to see what I might have to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and monkey around with this, shall we? Monkey. This is Beastman. Okay, it's a bear, so bear with me. And let's go ahead and dunk him in hot water. Let's see if we can pull it off. Oh, I don't need the hot water. Look at that. It came off all on its lonesome. All right. So this is kind of a cool Iron Man. I mean, if you like blue clear figures, it's very Micronaut-ish looking. And you guys know, for those that have known me for a while, you know that Micronauts was my thing growing up. So, oops. I might use him as a Micronaut instead of Blue Iron Man. Let's go ahead and cut him out of the package. Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking that was pretty easy, just finding this figure, getting that head, but now looking at it, I don't think it is actually going to work like I think it will. Yep, because see, he's got the opposite get out of there. He's got the opposite thing going on. He has a hole instead of a pin. So it's going to take... I'm going to have to create something to go in between those two to make that work. But once I do, I'm thinking just a slight little orange wash, and that's going to look pretty good. So let's see, I need a 90-degree turn. I wonder if this guy's face comes off. Nope. It's pretty solid on there. So I'm going to need a 90-degree piece that goes straight up and then into this head like that. And then allows some articulation point. So we're going to have to create that, it looks like. I wonder if this is the same size peg. Nope. Different size peg. So I don't have to measure these holes and create some kind of piece that will go in between there to handle that. But for right now, let's just take some poster putty and stick that head on just so we can see how it looks. Because I have lots and lots of poster putty. Let's see, Pop Actress says, I don't believe Sasquatch actually really exists. He's right here, man, in plastic form. You can't believe I got the figure sitting right here? It's funny, in the old town I used to live in, there was lots of Bigfoot sightings all the time. And my second from my oldest son, he used to have hair like Kurt Cobain. Super long hair, kind of furry, and he used to like to play in the woods a lot. And so every time I'd hear about a Bigfoot sighting, I'd always tease him. He was a big kid. I'd say, somebody saw you again, you know, and it was kind of the running joke for a while. Poor kid. Anyway, he survived. There we go. Dun dun dun. Let's go and stick his armor back on. And we'll compare it. Of course, I put the picture away now, so I can't compare it to the picture. You know, it might have uploaded to my iCloud, so this might be on my iPad. So I took a picture of it earlier. Now, granted, he probably needs some kind of spiked claws of some sort for his hands. I'm hunting Sasquatch, got to find him under $70. Yeah, it's crazy how much this thing costs normally for the figure. All right, let's go ahead and look at my pictures and see if it transferred. It did not. Stinky iCloud did not send it from my phone to my iPad yet. It's got to do that cloud update. So I'll just grab the book, open it back up, and we'll take a look and see. Now the camera angle's not doing any justice. It looks kind of weird. Let me aim the camera a little higher, because from higher up it actually looks better. See right there? So I should tuck this under his cheeks. You know, I have black poster putty. I could just use that. That would probably look better. And then just not even worry about making a piece. Just poster putty it together. How many times do we have heads held on a poster putty anyway? We have that quite often a lot of times. Alright. So there is the original bear. Yep. It needs to be a whole lot more furrier. But still, I think Annie needs to have his armor going under his crotch too. But for a quick build, you know, if I was to put, like I said, a light orange wash on him, you know, I might not even need the wash, really. I mean, I don't know. And yes, one's brown and one's orange. Yeah, Gnomesky, thanks. Close enough. Close enough. Unfortunately, I have the Beastman all tore apart because I'm planning on doing some stuff with that Masterverse Beastman, but I think it's kind of cool. It could be the prototype for the original. I just wish, let me pull his head back off. Erp. I don't think I can tuck his head over Yeah, it's not going to work. I was going to try to tuck it over the armor, but it has to go under the armor. Unlike the other head. Well, that was a pretty uneventful custom. National Geographic would have discovered it. They have. I told you, it's my second oldest boy. It's funny too because he would just run through the woods, and we used to joke about it. You know, we had this one Land of the Lost action figure, like a monkey boy. You push the button on his back, and his legs would go like this and run all over the place. And we had that, and we used to pretend like that was him too, because he was just this furry kid. All right, I have to find that figure now. If he watches this, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Dad, please don't say my real name." Land of the Lost action figures. Go. All right, images. I've got a couple of these. It's funny. Yeah, they used to have this boy right here too. They had this guy. I remember that. My kids had those. There's the monkey boy. And like I said, he had when you push the button on his back. Let's see, what was his name on here? Stink. Okay. Wow, he looks a lot different than I remember. I could have sworn he was bigger. But it was funny because you can see it here in this picture. When you push the button on his back, then he would run and flail his arms all at the same time. It was pretty funny. Anyway, enough about my kids. Back to the video. So that was a pretty uneventful custom. I thought it'd be a little more cool than just that, but Todd, those sea monkeys are a scam. No. For those that don't know, you must listen to my videos in the past. And we used to have so much fun with sea monkeys. My kids and I had the sea monkey mazes and everything else. My youngest boy did it as a science project. We actually did a study with feeding sea monkeys super sea monkey food versus the regular food. And sure enough, their time was faster through the maze. Yeah, it was funny. We did all kinds of fun stuff. And then his sister killed them all accidentally by opening the curtains, and the sun came in. And they have little magnifying glasses on the side of the little tank they're in, and it's just fried them all. And the day before the science fair, not enough time to grow anymore, but luckily we had video footage of them. Yeah, I should probably post that video footage on my YouTube channel sometime, just for kicks and grins. Yeah, they can get to 1.25 inches in length if you let them grow full length. Those little brine shrimp. That's really all they are, is just brine shrimp. When I was a teenager, a friend of mine, his dad used to have all these fish tanks all over the place. And these fish tanks, they would feed him brine shrimp. And they would grow all these sea monkeys. And I remember seeing those, going, look at all those cool sea monkeys. He goes, yeah, that's our fish food. And he would grab a scoop out of these living little creatures that were all swimming around that I used to have a hard time growing when I was a kid, and just feed them to the fish. I was like, no. Yep. So they're just brine shrimp is all they are. It's funny too, because if you have them live in food coloring, they'll change to that color. So what I used to have is all these little containers, just big enough for a couple sea monkeys, and I'd have different food colorings. And I had a red one and a blue one. I think I might have had yellow, which doesn't make any sense because they're kind of yellowish anyway. And I think I had a purple, and I had green too. That's right. And then you take them out of there and put them in the regular tank, and you have all these different rainbow sea monkeys swimming around, all different colors. Now eventually their color will fade and become just, because we're in the water for so long. But it was kind of fun to color them. The pet rock. Yes. It was, the box was the coolest thing about the pet rock, obviously. It was all about the box. Anyway, my custom's done. That was way too easy. I guess I'll end this video. Hopefully somebody who tunes into this video is not like, oh, let's see him make this cool custom. What? He just used poster tack and stuck that head on there? That's just wrong. Who can make a whole video about making a custom on ripping one head off and sticking one on with poster putty? I mean, come on. That has got to be the lamest custom video ever. Yeah, I know. There's not much to it. Anyway, so thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, you guys, those that do. And that is about all that I got tonight. There's something else I was going to tell you guys. Oh, this is kind of funny. Since we got time, since I haven't finished all my time yet for tonight, is you guys know I mail these floors off all over the place, right? Oh, there goes Malcolm, and he took out Hebrew. And there's this floor is not complete, but they go in these giant pizza boxes when I mail them. And I was always using United States Postal Service. And then I saw I could send them UPS for a few bucks less. And same time. I thought, oh, that's cool. If it takes the same amount of time, why not, you know? And of course, my wife at first was like, what? Now I got to drive somewhere else. Well, I figured out the UPS place to drop them off is only like 2 blocks away from the other place. So then she was okay with it. So then I found out, because I always track how long it takes to get there. And I keep it all in my Excel file to keep track. And UPS, the longest time they've ever had is 4 days unless they lose it. I had one that got lost on the way to Canada, and it took like a month and a half before the poor guy got it. And it came back to me, and I had to remail it again, and it got lost again, and it was just a crazy turn of events. So anyway, besides that one, 4 days is the max. The UPS 3-day shipping, it took 7 days. No apologies saying, hey, sorry it's running late, nothing. They just took the 3 days to ship it, or I'm sorry, 7 days to ship this 3-day shipping thing, and just acted like it was normal. So I've now learned that UPS is not true about their times, and it's kind of crazy. Gnomsky raised his fist. Oh, that is hilarious. Because we saw that in the Revelation cartoon. And you're right. He took out the only black man in the whole entire scene. And he jumped from the top floor just to knock him down. Oh, that is hilarious, Gnomsky. I didn't even realize that till you just said that. Oh, man. Let's see, Mike Fee says, Jamie thought you sent us a pizza, Todd. Yeah, it's funny, too, that wife delivers them. So it's like she's a pizza delivery person because she has, you know, these boxes of pizza stacked up. But it's really the floors. Yes, Viper. Everybody who joins this channel, they are great people. I always have fun looking at your guys' comments and stuff. It's always fun. All right, so anyway, that's all I got. Let's move Malcolm out of the picture. It's like he's doing some kind of crazy jig. Anyway, I thought that was kind of hilarious that he took out Hebrew that way from the distance. Like, subscribe, tell your friends how much fun we have here. And oh yes, we need a Marlanda figure, definitely. They should. Good journey, you guys. And Toy Hunter, thanks for joining us, man. Bye now.